So inside this video, I'm going to do an honest review of the Hevy Coach software. Now I'm really excited about this one because I've reviewed so many apps over the years. And I'm always looking for new apps that come my way to see if they've got a good coaching experience, a good client experience, and ultimately they've got amazing features because a lot of people come to me for recommendations when it comes to apps. So we're going to dive into it. We're going to go in the desktop app. We're also going to go in the mobile app, and then I'm going to give you my honest review so that you can make a decision whether this could be the app for you. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to look at some highlights on the website. And I'm not going to spend too much time here because you'll be able to do this yourself, but I just want to point out some of the key things. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the pricing, and we're going to look at the free trial. We're then going to actually sign up. We're going to go in to the platform as if we're a coach or a trainer and look at it from a business standpoint. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through and set up the client app so you can see what it would be like as a client going through this app specifically. And then we're going to have a really well-rounded and an honest review of the application, everything it can do from a coach's standpoint, and how it feels and looks and performs from a client standpoint. So let's just hit some of these main features here. So we've got client management, where you can streamline the interactions and track progress with your clients. You've got a powerful workout builder, and I have actually seen this in action, which is pretty cool. They have like a drag and drop functionality, which makes it really easy to create programs. You can assign programs at scale, so you can take a single program and then obviously distribute it to clients with some clicks, which is obviously going to speed up a lot of time when it comes to creating programs or assigning them to clients. We've got advanced progress tracking, and you can obviously track the stats of the workouts, the measurements, the weights, everything, right? Which is what you'd expect from an app like this. You can also install your own exercises and videos as well. So you've obviously got a massive exercise library inside of the app, which I have already seen, but you can also, if you want to actually put your own touch on it and create your own videos, then you can definitely install those too. And then you've got client chat as well, where you can communicate with your clients inside of the application. Now, I would be curious to know, because I haven't seen this yet, whether they have a voice note feature. Because when it comes to online coaching, for example, having that voice note feature is a great way to maintain that connection and relationship with the client. If you're just using this as a personal trainer, then you're going to have that connection and relationship in person. But from an online coaching standpoint, I think that's a really good feature. So I'm hoping it's in there. So I'm going to give it an honest review of what I see when we get inside. But let's just go to the pricing for a second. So we've basically got a sliding scale here that we can choose from. So 1 to 10 clients is going to be $25. Then if we go to 11 clients, it's 11 to 25 clients. So as soon as you hit 11 clients, it's going to be $50. 26 to 50 clients is going to be $90. And then 51 to 100 clients is going to be $160. Let's see what the top price point is. So that's quite a lot. So most people are probably, if you're just like working on your own and you don't have a team, you're probably going to cap out, if you're doing like one-to-one coaching, at about 26 to 50 clients, which is going to be about $90. So that's the fee that you're going to have to really think about when it comes to this. I have seen cheaper options on the market, but we'll see if the price point is really justified when it comes to what is delivered inside, because it's got some good reviews online, and we're going to make an assessment once we get inside and we see the client app. So they do have a 30-day free trial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Get Started, and I'm going to actually set up an account, and then I'll come back to you in just 1 second. All right, so I just signed up. It doesn't look like I had to put in my card info. I haven't done yet anyway, and I'm already in. So it looks like you can sign in for a free trial without adding any card info, which is a nice feature. So let's just have a look at what's included in the 30-day free trial. So let me just zoom in. So create unlimited workout programs, extensive built-in exercise library, create unlimited custom exercises, track clients' workouts and measurements, get clients coached through the Hevy app, free Hevy Pro for all your clients. So I'd be interested to see what this free Hevy Pro is. So I've made a note of that, and we'll try and figure out what that is in a second. So I'm just going to put in my full name. All right, so we're inside the app. I'm going to take a little bit of a look around, then I'm going to pull you back in and show you what I've discovered. All right, so I'm inside the dashboard and everything looks really clean. I actually do like this little functionality here where you can click on it and it's gonna basically onboard you very, very quickly, and it's just very easy to follow. So the first thing is really telling you how to add a client. So you can come over here, you can click on add a client, and you can simply add in the email address and send them an invitation, which is really simple. And you can also copy the link. If we go here and drop the link, then that's going to give someone the opportunity to sign up very easily. So that initial feature, the onboarding and the adding a client, is very neat, very simple. So the next thing we're going to dive into is the program library. And I like to see if there's like resources that can be leveraged to speed up the process, because I know with a lot of apps, they come with a lot of templates, and that can save you a lot of time if you leverage a template and you actually use that to create a plan for a client. And I noticed here straight away that you can do one of two things. You can create a workout program from scratch. So if I click on this, you can go ahead and build something. I haven't played around with this just yet, but if I just come back to this program library, let me just go back to dashboard, program library, got untitled. Let's just get rid of this. There we go. So browse templates. So now we can see beginner, intermediate, advanced, muscle growth, strength, and home training. So let's go to home training and let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got two options here. Strength, we've got, it looks like about 5 options in there pre-built. Muscle growth, we've got multiple options. So let's just take one of these, for example. So add to the library, and let's see what happens next. So we're going to click over here. So you can see this is loaded it in right now, and we can go in here and we can edit the routine if we wanted to. So if I just scroll through this, so you can basically add additional exercises to this. So you can see here we've got a floor press in, but we can essentially add in something else. So let's just put abs, see what comes up. Okay, so we've got all of these options here. So let's just have a look at what we've got in here. So overhead press, skull crusher, lateral raise, kneeling push-up. So I'm going to click on crunch, see if it adds it. Perfect. And then I can put in 10 reps, add a set, 10 reps, nice and easy. And I believe you can drag these, yeah. So if I wanted to like move it in the sequence, I can just move it like that in the sequence. And so you can see this is at the bottom. I'll move it back again. So that's nice. So you can also navigate via like muscles. So if I go to glutes, that's going to bring that up. You can also navigate by equipment, which I actually really like that. That's awesome. Custom exercise. So this is where you would essentially be able to add your own. So if you wanted to add your own, you could rename it, put it in the exercise type section, select the equipment, select the muscle group, abductors. You could put in instructions and then you can upload a video, or you can hyperlink it to something on YouTube. For example, let's just say you can't find what you need inside the app. You could come over to like YouTube. Let's just say it's this, for example. I'm going to go share, I'm going to go copy, I'm going to come back here, and I could drop that in there if I wanted to. And obviously you could create your own videos, but sometimes if you've got like a very specific style of training or a specific movement, you may need to create your own video, or you may also need to actually grab something from YouTube. So the next tab I'm in is the exercise library, and there's a really extensive library here of different exercises. And so we can essentially grab one of these, and what we can do is we can edit these exercises and create custom exercises and then just build into the library if we wanted to. So then we've got a catalog of things that we can use with the client. Now I've just clicked on the clients tab because I want to actually go, and if I go to this program library, I want to assign this push-pull legs to the client and see how easy it is to do. So let's just have a look how to do this. All right, so I'm in the client program. We just go to edit program over here, and then we can essentially add routine, and we've got the push pull options here. We can click that, copy routine to program, and then that's going to install it into his program. So that seems pretty simple to do. I think I'd have to play around a little bit more just to really get a handle on how to do that really effectively. And then some other features that I noticed here is we can create notes here on the client. We've got the stats here in terms of time spent on the workouts, volume of weights. We've got sets, and we've got body weight metrics here as well. And we've got latest activities. So you can see here when clients have done specific things. So added measurements or completed exercises, etc. All right, so now I'm in the chat feature, so I can speak to John. You can see here that I can add in files. It doesn't look like that I can send a voice note though. So I can't see that feature in here, which would be a nice feature to have. Maybe there is one, but typically it should show up here so I can record a voice note. And what I do know is I'll need to communicate with John via the desktop app. So I'll need to communicate with him on the desktop app, and he will receive it on the mobile app as a client. So this is a cool little feature that I noticed is you click on grow, you basically get updates of the things that they've added to the platform and to the software. So you can now view set count and muscle group data when editing a program. Programs can now be configured with a duration, and assigned programs have a start date, allowing you to keep track of what week of a program your client is on. So I like this, that you can simply come in here a couple of times a week into it wasn't the grow, it was the what's new section, and you can essentially see all these like little updates, because sometimes a lot of these softwares do a lot of updates and you don't necessarily know what the updates are. One of the things that we actually do in my program with my clients is we do weekly updates as to the things we've changed to the program. So I think this is a really cool feature that you can just quickly at a glance see what they've added. So I've just gone back into the client account just to see if I can find any useful other features. I did find the advanced statistics and the exercise statistics here as well, where you can obviously see deeper data and get a better read on what is happening with the clients. You can also have the body measurements all here as well, so you can assort them by body part, essentially chest, hips, biceps, etc. And then if we go into settings, let's just have a look at we've got any integrations. So I've just scanned through this and it doesn't look like I can connect to like a steps app or my nutrition tracking apps, like MyFitnessPal or NutriCheck or anything like that. So it doesn't look like you can connect to third-party apps. I can't find anything in the platform, which is a really good feature that I'd like to have, especially if there's nutrition coaching happening or steps that are happening that need to be tracked from a third-party app. And I can't see any nutrition resources or like nutritional element in here. So it is very much simply a training app with exercises and training plans in here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to actually go into the Hevy app as a client and just see what the user experience is like for a client if they're going through a program that you've built for them. All right, so I'm in the Hevy app and we're going to look at it from a client's perspective right now. So we're essentially going to go through one of these routines and I'm just going to show you what the interface looks like. So we're going to go click on Start Routine, and then we can essentially come in here and let's just say we're going through this. We can edit it to 10. We can edit the reps to 10. We can click done, and then we can move on to the next one. So we can track our progress. Nice and simple. Skip. All right, cool. So now we're also going to be able to go into the next workout, the next workout, and the next one. Let's just look at how it looks from a summary standpoint. Okay, cool. So we've got some of the stats here that have been tracked from the initial kind of inputs I've done. We've got a summary of the exercise. If I go to how to, got a video and basically instructions there on how to do it. So that's pretty neat. It's easy to get in and out of that. So I can just flick here, can look at the stats down here. We've got a nice graph here. So if my weights were going up instead of going down, then obviously that would be trending upward, which would be nice to see. And then that's very easy to see as well. So let's just go into what else we can do. So we can add a set if we wanted to. Awesome. We also have like rest time here, which actually we can edit. But obviously if you're a coach giving this to the client, and you're going to set all that stuff up for them. And if we go to the bottom, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit finish in just 1 second. But what else have we got? Oh, we've got a timer here. So we can put a timer or a stopwatch on the platform itself, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to hit finish. Let's see what we've got next. So we can add a photo. We can put in a description. And we can also sync with Apple Health and Apple Watch as well, because I've seen the integration. So if you wanted to get the client to track additional data, then you can definitely do that with those tracking tools. So I'm going to hit save, update routine. All right, I like that little feature there where the confetti comes down. So then I can see a little bit of a summary. I can post this to my socials if I wanted to as well as a client. And yeah, it's very simple, very easy to navigate. Very simple as a client. So I'm going to go to the profile section here. This is where I can see the workouts I've done, my stats, exercises, measurements, and calendar of the things that are coming up. Also, we've got like this streak section here, which is pretty cool. So obviously if someone's training every day and they get 5 in a row, that's going to feel pretty good for the client. What else have we got? We can also make comments on some of the things that we've done, maybe for future reference as well. And obviously if this was set up and linked to the desktop version of the coach, there would be a chat function here where there would be communication back and forth as well. So overall thoughts and feelings about the app itself is it's very simple, very easy to use. It's easy to flick from screen to screen, which is nice. And yeah, it's a really nice client experience. All right, so there you have it. There's my honest review of the Hevy app. If you enjoyed this video, then consider giving the video a thumbs up. And if you want content like this, you want to see more reviews, or you want me to review a specific app, then let me know in the comments.